Okay, gentlemen, we are live. We got 6 viewers in the channel right now. Go ahead and drop us a comment. Say hi, everyone. All right, so tonight I have Neindorf with me. Neindorf, how you doing?
Pretty good. Hello, listeners.
All right, then we have a very special guest tonight. It's CN9. He is our first winner of the Gen0 at cost summon. So how you doing, CN9?
Hey, I'm doing great. Super excited to be here. Thank you.
All right, well, as we typically do, um, let's go ahead and have you jump into a little bit of an introduction, and then I'll have Neindorf take us into a question of the day.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So, got into the game a little bit ago thanks to the Bogside Guild. Um, Shout out to my buddies. We got Chens, Matty Esk, Guy Kid. Got me into DeFi about 3 weeks ago, right? Um, and just been collecting some floor heroes here and there. Being real excited about the game. Super bullish on DeFi. Using tools like what you have going on here, and honestly just super excited about the game and what you guys are doing. So appreciate the invite, and it's a great opportunity.
Awesome. So is this your first foray into the blockchain and into crypto as well?
Yeah, I got into it a little bit back in 2017, and really hodled on a lot of things, and really picked it back up with this. It piqued my interest again after 4 years. So you can say it's a new start. Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right. Well, Neindorf, what's our question of the day?
Yeah, so I think with some of the stuff that's been going around, I guess my real question is um, related to gardening. I mean, is there going to be a renewed interest in gardeners now? That's kind of where I'm headed right now. What do you think?
Boy, good question. And I think we'll get into it a little bit. I think they're noticing that the rewards are a little light. I think that they're going to be pumping it, and I think they'll continue to pump it even more. On the last AMA, I thought there was a good question. Um, I think it was by Titan Tom, who's on our Discord, but I can't remember for sure. And they were asking about, what's kind of the long-term plan for gardening. And I didn't think they actually answered the question very well. But I think when eventually the the APRs are going to drop, and the amount of rewards in the LP pools will eventually start to slow down or go away. But with that said, I think that the quest pools, if the game takes off like it's supposed to, the quest pools for gardens, which are really creating the garden rewards when you send your heroes out to garden, I think those are going to grow over time. And so, I don't know if it's half a year from now, but well, probably more like a year from now, once mining starts to wane because people are consuming or eating up all their lock jewel, I think gardening is going to be the next thing, but that might be a long ways away.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think it's interesting to see how, the differences between mining and gardening kind of came about, right? And I think you want to make sure that they don't want to incentivize this massive population of miners, and then fishing and foraging is kind of maintaining an even keel, I'd say. But then you're left with this gardening supply of heroes. You're like, I don't really know what to do with them. So I think that they're going to keep, as you said, they're going to keep making incentives for gardeners, and we're going to keep um, pushing that front. And maybe that's just because all my Steve the Pirate gardeners need something to do with their time.
Yeah, I hope so. CN9, you want to let's just go ahead and jump right over to gardening changes that we see upcoming. Um, you were mentioning that you heard a rumor. Do you want to talk about that quick?
Yeah, not just heard some rumblings that it, it wasn't with this latest patch, but potentially in the future there may be, working on some gardening buffs. But who knows what's going on? I'm just a guy on the internet.
Well, I think they have.
Yeah.
rolled out some official changes, right, Neindorf? What are those?
Yeah, so they definitely added there's a minimum jewel reward now, and I definitely noticed that. You know, it's pretty meager, but when I'd had about 6 or 7 gardeners in my hero stable here, and you you couldn't only I only really am invested into one LP pool, so I was finding I was just sending some of them on quests just to get some of those items. And then yeah, right after that patch day comes out, I noticed that I ended up pulling like it was something silly like 0.005 jewel, but I'm like, hey, let's do this for a few months and maybe that'll add up to a half a jewel or so. I don't know, it's better than nothing, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you there, and I'm looking forward to some of those jewel jackpots too, and unlike the lock
Oh, that's
rewards where
right.
that's pulling, really from your future value, this is coming from the quest pool, so that's harder and jewel right there.
And then from
Absolutely.
the game side, you got to have faith in the developers to balance it out and create that experience where everything is just as important. Again, very bullish on that game, and especially faith in the developers there to make it right.
Yeah,
Seriously.
us too. I think the piece that struck me as the best piece of information that I saw, and at first I, was kind of thinking like, what are they doing? But when they announced that they were going to do the expansion, and their reasoning behind the expansion is, when you're on the blockchain and everything is open source, that this is their the best what is it, the best defense is a good offense, and so they
Yeah,
are
no
going
doubt.
forward with expanding onto other blockchains to try to stay ahead of the competition. So I think that's pretty cool, and I agree, very bullish. And I know Neindorf, you are too. Any other comments on your level of bull?
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, it's I it was a little setback when we had this little crypto crash, but then that's natural, and like we've talked about in the past, it'll happen, and this won't be the last one. It was nice to see prices coming back here over the weekend, so I think I'm back into full speed ahead.
Nice, nice. All right, well,
And
let's go ahead, C9.
I was gonna say that's my timeline. I got in at those numbers, and I'm still so high. So yeah, go ahead. Let's jump forward with
Yeah.
your agenda.
All right. Well, next let's talk about the dev dive. As we previewed last time, we are now in early February, and we're out here trying to help our lonely heroes out. And so Neindorf has gone into the lab, and we've created a new app on the site for hero matching. And so, as most of our listeners know, that advancing skills or mutating skills is near and dear to our heart. A quick review on that, maybe Neindorf, if you want to just give us the 30-second review on what are skills, they're not showing up on the hero card, and how do you mutate them?
Yeah, quick review would be that there are 2 actives and 2 passive skills that each heroes have. It's on the blockchain. It's actually in the quote unquote genes of the hero, and we're able to see that by looking at some of the more private data. And again, it's like your monk plus pirate equals ninja. You've got that exact same genetic system that works out for skills. And so we're trying to give people view into those genes so that they can appropriately select, say, basic one and basic two to create advanced one.
Nice, nice. I love it. So, we kind of built this tool based on some, late night research that we've been doing, and we were thinking, God, wouldn't it be great if you could just, uh, query the blockchain and pull this information? And so, let's go through this. Right now, I have it up on my screen. We have the hero matchmaking here now, and so we're gonna punch in hero 2509, and that's the hero that we're gonna be summoning with tonight. Um, and it's going to be the at cost summon for C9N. So, first thing you do is you punch in the hero number, and then you select the number of skills that can mutate. And so this is looking at active 1, active 2, passive 1, and passive 2. Is that right, Neindorf?
Yep, that's absolutely right.
All right, and then only the main class can mutate. That's a checkbox, and that allows you to try to pair two of your basic main classes to try to create that advanced class. And so tonight, what are we going for? C9N.
All right. Well, I've got my eye on number 1642.
All right. And so you're trying to go for advanced class of ninja, and so we're going to be pairing a monk and a pirate together. And right now, looking at the profession, that's also foraging, and so we have the dominant trait from our monk, which is fishing, and we have foraging from the pirate, and that's a really good pairing, don't you think, Nindorf?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you got the chance for the advanced class, you got good professions, and you got two chances at advanced skills. Like, I think that's about as good as you're gonna find. I mean, honestly, unless you're spending a lot on going for, say, a mythic and you want to get that high rarity roll. That's the only really thing that this doesn't necessarily figure in because again, rarity is one of the few things that has no genetic modification. It's purely just numbers based on the summoning partners.
Or shiny, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, all right, so kind of walk us through C9N. You mentioned that you're with a couple of guys or friends, and you kind of thought process for how did you arrive at picking out 1642? Um, what did you look at, and why is this the hero that you're going after?
Yeah, putting some time into it, looking at, especially on the application, looking at some of the passive ability matchups. After going through it, we think that being able to put out a ninja, and then especially hitting on those mutations and the passive abilities, especially two of them, they're going to be invaluable in the long run.
Yeah, and I forgot to even mention, so I went ahead and clicked through on 1642, and one of the features that you threw in here, Neindorf, that I absolutely love is it brings you right to your hero comparison page. Um, and when we're looking at the stat boosts here, we're also looking at stat boosts of green and blue that are both luck for 1642. And so, we're hoping, and the stat boost for our monk, green is agility and blue is intelligence. And so for a ninja, if you could get luck or agility luck, either one of those would be absolutely a fantastic roll. So looks like you guys really did your homework and picked out a good match here, just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see this in action. I'm excited to see what you roll here.
All right, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to the portal now. Clicking on the summoner, fusing a crystal. Alright, going ahead and selecting Holanaha Brill. Hire a hero, 1642. He's available. Higher price of 20 jewels, summon fee of 30, and summon fee for the first hero of 30. So are you ready for your at cost summon? This is going to be 80 jewel. Give us the green light.
Do it up. I'm ready. Here we go.
All right. So I am clicking begin summon. And of course, MetaMask is going to take a hot 5 minutes here to load on my computer. I really need to upgrade all around. I'm hoping to do so sometime here in the next 2-3 weeks.
You need that slight delay so you get the right item.
Holding you to it, Nondorf.
Yeah.
Oh, let's keep this suspense going.
Oh yeah. Drum roll,
Place
please.
your bets. What are you feeling?
All
Feeling
right.
at least an uncommon.
I'm hoping for at least a rare. That would be absolutely fantastic.
That would be perfect. I would love it.
I'm stoked all around. They're all precious.
And C9, and
That's right.
this is your first summon, right? So this is your first brand new hero that you'll be getting.
Yeah, this is first summon.
All right.
Really excited.
That's really exciting. How many heroes do you have in your stable right now?
I've got two. I've got
Alright.
two working, and it's gonna be a huge leg up.
Yeah, here you go. And yeah, well, like we said, we're really hoping for that ninja for you. We are still pending on the summon, so all right. Crystal received. I'm clicking go to summoner now, and I'm starting my 16-second cooldown. All right, so last little bit of suspense here. Any final words here? We got 3 seconds left on the countdown. What do you guys think?
I just hope the hero shows up. I've been getting lately where they don't even show up. I got to click through my heroes. It's super anticlimactic.
You're playing the it's like what's the Guess Who game that I play with my Gen 1s.
Yeah, which one did I even have? I don't even know who's new.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright. I've clicked the open button about 4 times. And, we couldn't make this even more suspenseful if we tried. We should have come up with some additional programming to talk about while this is loading.
I'm getting flashbacks of Christmas Vacation here.
Is 1642 gone?
No. It's gone through.
Us.
MetaMask is now loading. So, yeah, it's
Okay,
just
cool.
we're opening your crystal now. So it's just being really slow.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Clicking confirm. All right. So this is it. Click and confirm. All right. So now we'll wait. I don't know, 5 to 10 more minutes, and a hero may pop up on the screen. All right. The transaction is pending. Very good. Well,
All right, let's see.
Neindorf, have you pulled any more eggs recently?
Yeah, surprisingly, I think I get more eggs than I get jewel jackpots, actually. I'm at 2 greens, 2 grays, a blue, and a gold. Although the gold I didn't pull, obviously, I splurged.
Oh, yeah, nice. I'm kind of wishing I would have splurged back when jewel prices were so low.
A full gambit is nice. How about you, Neindorf?
What was that?
No, I'm sorry. How about you, Raph?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I have a blue and a green, so not quite the number that Neindorf has. All right, so we are still waiting on the hero to emerge from the portal. It looks like Neindorf jinxed us when
Ah, I shouldn't have
he
said
said
it.
they wouldn't show up. Oh, actually, okay, so already opened is what Beta and DeFi Kingdoms is telling us. I'll have to jump over to my hero page here. Okay. 29 heroes. Let's go to Gen 1s and let's see what showed up.
Oh, come on.
And we'll be, depending on how much buying I've been doing, we're going to be playing a little bit of which one which one showed up. It'll also be the highest hero number as well.
Yeah, I think we're getting really close to 120,000.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm seeing some chatter on YouTube here.
It is a shiny Monk Warrior Gen 1. And so you got, the number is 115768. How long does it take the blockchain to take a peek at that?
You'll be able to see it on our site already. You should be able to.
Awesome. So I'm going to jump over there and let's go ahead and see if we can check.
Yeah, what was that number again for our listeners?
Yeah, that number again is 115768. Common shiny monk. And We got
I
foraging,
lied.
agility, and luck. All right, so I'm gonna go.
Hey,
Did it actually pop up for you? I don't know. It might not be through quite yet, depending on the RPC nodes.
He showed up for me. Oh, yes. All right. Uh, recessive monk. That is excellent. That is really good for you. I am totally jazzed now. So that
cool.
that
Awesome.
is a massive redeeming factor to him being a common. So his dominant is a monk, and recessive one is a monk. Um, and so that means that this guy is going to be a incredible opportunity for you to go after hiring or summoning ninjas in the future. And so, and we've been talking about this a little bit on the Discord. Um, when you're summoning together uh, two heroes that are, we call it kind of a hybrid purebred light, where your dominant and your recessive genes are the same class. It goes from a 15% or like a 17% chance, or no, it is 14%, right, Neindorf?
Yeah, I do.
It
Hey,
goes from
real quick,
14% to 22%. Go ahead. What do you got?
can you share your screen? I think your screen might be still back on the tavern. I was just switching over to YouTube and I was seeing that you can't really see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm over.
Good
It's over
call.
now.